I'm Binns Melander, and I'm going to give a talk on the third Fatima prophecy. Pope Leo, the new pope, said he would release the third warning of Fatima. I just saw a talk on YouTube about what the third prophecy was. Maybe it was vaguely, I guess, that there is now mercy without repentance, that what was once sin is now just a lifestyle choice, to be a so-called swinger, free love. I used to go to X-rated films. I didn't feel I was sinning. Maybe I was. I haven't seen an X-rated film since 1977. It was the year I met Michelle. Are all the people in X-rated films, or whatever it's called on the internet, adult videos or something? I don't know. I never go there. Are they consensual adults? How do you know? Maybe some of them have been coerced, allowed themselves to be raped, or rather me, tortured, blackmailed. I simply can't know. Now we have Didi Combs and Jeffrey Epstein. How many people have they made to be raped, trafficked? People who will never admit it because either they won't be believed or they will be blackmailed, disgraced, or even trafficked some more. How many people, maybe even famous people who we sort of admire, are being coerced into sex they don't want? Who knows? Maybe it's happening say once a month. They will not say it because they will either be not believed or have their reputation shattered by lies told to them from people, organizations that have a lot of power and call the shots. You don't touch your people or put them in prison, perhaps, anymore. You simply make them slaves. They will say or do anything those in authority demand of them. For example, they took the RNA COVID vaccine rather than lose their jobs. It may be a good vaccine, but those questioning it are called purveyors of misinformation or worse. I happen to think it's not the greatest vaccine. What about people like Didi Combs, Jeffrey Epstein, and the people they controlled? I guess women who were trafficked, made to do sexual things they didn't want to do, forced to take drugs to put them in a passive state, or cause them to lose their inhibitions. To digress, why is abortion considered almost a good thing by a lot of people? Is killing an unborn child something to be celebrated? Occasionally a woman will come forward and say she was trafficked, forcibly raped, but I'm sure there are many who are afraid of repercussions if they admit what happened or is happening. Remember, the Bible talks about Sodom and Gomorrah. Maybe there are a lot of Sodom and Gomorrahs happening in the world right now. Maybe a lot of people don't believe in God because they believe if they believed in God, they might fear a lot of suffering when they died and just didn't cease to exist, but found themselves in hell. And probably hell is no fun.